In July 2025, Kim Kardashian put a $48 face mask on the market. It sold out in a day. She went on Instagram, strapped it around her head, and promised it would, in her words, snatch your little chinny chin-chin. Then she turned the comments off. It got better. Anthony Hopkins tried the thing on and looked exactly like the role you're picturing. The internet had a field day.
You know, we've been doing shapewear for a really long time, and now we are going to offer amazing face shapewear, which is just such a necessity. You can see it just snatches your little chinny chin with the jaw. We've been working on it for a long time, so I'm really happy that you guys can see it.
But here's the detail nobody put in the ad. Dermatologists took one look and said it plainly. This isn't a beauty product, it's a compression garment, the kind you wear to reduce swelling after a facelift. So sit with that.
This is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. Wearing this on your face is not going to snatch anything except the money out of your wallet. This is basically a facelift wrap. After somebody has a facelift, after Kris had her facelift, they probably put one of these on her that gave Kim the idea that, hey, maybe I can sell these for $48 each. And they're sold out. The idea that you put collagen yarns into this fabric, what does that mean?
A woman with access to the best plastic surgeons on planet Earth selling you a scrap of stretchy fabric as the secret to her jawline. That's not a product. That's the whole trick in one little mask. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why, after 15 years, the trick has finally stopped working. Because this was always a con, not a conspiracy, a business model.
Do you think that you are promoting unattainable standards of beauty in any way?
No, I don't. Because I think we get up, we do the work, we work out.
We all really enjoy taking care of ourselves and being healthy. So I think if anything, the only thing we're really trying to represent is just having the most healthy, being the most healthy version of yourself.
And it runs on 3 moves. Move 1, build an impossible body using surgery you publicly deny having. Move 2, sell products to millions, promising them that body, products that could never get them there without the surgery. And move 3, the master stroke. When the look goes out of fashion, sell them the reversal too. Heads, you pay. Tails, you pay.
Kim's standards are ridiculous. Fabulous body, beautiful back and arms, and Kim is very into appearances.
Wait, you have a better looking vagina than I thought.
What?
The genius was never the contour palette or the shapewear. It was convincing the entire world that the result came from makeup, good genes, and a solid 8 hours of sleep. And the very first time this family ran that con, they ran it with a medical x-ray on national television. It starts with Kim's body, the figure that built the empire, the 2014 magazine cover that supposedly broke the internet, the hourglass millions of women would spend the next decade, and in some cases their life savings, trying to copy.
It's a Kim Kardashian sighting on the streets of New York. But wait, that's not Kim.
I love Kim Kardashian's body.
Mila Sinaj is a Kim lookalike.
Constantly being compared to Kim Kardashian is really hard because she's picture perfect.
Now, Mila is getting plastic surgery, hoping to look even more like Kim.
For years, one question followed her everywhere. Was it real? In a 2011 episode of her show, Kim decided to settle it forever. She got an actual x-ray on camera, specifically to prove she had no implants in her backside, and it worked. People believed her for years.
Today, I am gonna get a butt x-ray, and if this is what it takes to shut up the entire world that my butt is real, then I will happily do it.
I got you, homie.
No implant. This is
Shocker.
all Kim.
I am so glad that I did this x-ray just for the fact that my sisters annoyed me and were picking on me just to get at me, and the whole world doubting me. This x-ray is like the best thing I ever could have done.
Then came the quiet part. A source close to her told The Sun it was never implants to begin with. It was a fat transfer, allegedly topped up every so often throughout her marriage to Kanye. And here's the thing about a fat transfer. It's your own tissue. It would never show up on an x-ray.
Believe it, my butt is real.
No implant.
So is Kim's butt real? Well, an x-ray will show whether there's an implant in her butt, and it sounds like there isn't, but it won't show if she's had fat injected to her butt, a BBL, and that's what I think she's had.
Look at what just happened. She didn't technically lie. She answered the exact narrow question.
I think I'm like a little liar.
Implants. Well, the real answer sat safely in the blind spot. Deny with total confidence. Leave a loophole that's technically true. Let the public draw the wrong conclusion and sell the look the entire time. Kim perfected that denial. But her baby sister turned it into a $300 million business at 15. Kylie Jenner started getting lip filler when she was 15. And for a long time, she flat out denied it. She blamed makeup. She blamed an overlining technique.
Ever since I was probably 15, I've been obsessed with lipstick, and I was insecure about my lips. I know my lips look really cute. You guys, I look hideous. Why didn't you tell me?
Come on, man.
So I went to a store and I bought every single lip liner that looked like the color of my lips, so people didn't think I was wearing lip liner. And I would just like overline my lips as much as I could. But I could never find a lip liner and a lipstick that were the perfect match. So that's how Kylie Lip Kit started.
She let a generation of teenage girls believe she'd been born with it. Then, in 2015, the truth came out on camera. She admitted the fillers were real.
I have temporary lip fillers. It's just an insecurity of mine, and it's what I wanted to do. I'm just not ready to talk to reporters about my lips yet because everyone always picks us apart.
And explained why a boy had once told her she was a good kisser, but that she had small lips. From then on, she said, she felt unkissable.
I had really small lips, and I didn't ever think about it until I had one of my first kisses, and a guy said to me, "Oh my God, you're such a good kisser, but you have such small lips," or something like that.
Oh.
And then from then on, I felt unkissable.
You felt unkissable?
I had an insecurity because this guy said something to me one time. Then I got an obsession with makeup because I would overline my lips, and it just made me feel confident.
We should name a lip kit after him.
I honestly don't think about it now.
You should.
Now watch the move because it's the same move as the x-ray, just turned into a product. She took that exact insecurity, the one she'd spent years denying, and sold it back. The Kylie Lip Kit, a liner and lipstick to fake the fuller lip she got from a needle.
Kylie Jenner's lipstick line went on sale at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and the kits literally sold out within minutes.
This is just so exciting. Dolce is the first to go. None of us knew how big it was going to be. Oh my God, 265,000 people on the site.
Okay.
Social media has been a really big blessing to me because I don't pay for advertising. All the advertising I do is literally on Snapchat and Instagram.
Over $300 million. And the receipts on those lips tell the whole story. Admitted in 2015, claimed she dissolved them in 2018, quietly resumed.
Her wanting to take it out is really a big to-do.
So here's the before and after of Kylie's lip redo. On Sunday, the 20-year-old confessed, "I got rid of all my filler."
Then in 2023, called the filler the best thing she'd ever done. The kicker, she's also said she'd be heartbroken if her own daughter wanted to change her body young. Lips were just the opening act.
A normal lace bra. This is the bombshell. This is it. No breast implants, no surgery.
No breast implants, no surgery.
You know, I got my breasts done before Stormy. Within 6 months of like having Stormy, not thinking I would like have a child when I was 20. Like they were still healing.
People started saying that rumor when I was like 16. You think Kris Jenner would have really at 16 years old let me get cheek and jaw reconstructive surgery? Nah.
Because once you actually start counting what this family has had done, the list gets hard to believe. So let's count it, all of it. Start at the top with the woman running the whole machine. And honestly, give Kris Jenner some credit because unlike her daughters, she filmed it. She documented her own facelift in 2011.
See y'all later.
Kris had a pinnacle facelift performed.
The man behind Kris Jenner's nip tuck for Kim's wedding.
Kourtney's breast implants and Bruce's facelift.
In depth with the Kardashians' plastic surgeon.
I'm a perfectionist.
On camera, terrified, telling her family before they put her under that she was scared she was going to die on the table. Her surgeon got her lifted and glowing in time for Kim's wedding. She's been just as open about the rest.
Now you have not been shy about plastic surgery procedures.
No, I usually film it all.
A boob job back in the 80s. After 4 kids, then years later, she had those implants taken out and swapped for smaller ones, with a little lift while they were in there, because the old ones made her feel matronly.
Gotta go to my doctor's appointment, and you guys are making me late.
What doctor's appointment are you going to?
I'm getting my boobs redone.
And then there's the genuinely incredible one. In 2018, Kris filmed herself getting an earlobe reduction. She was distraught, convinced her earlobes were enormous, saying she could feel them flapping, joking that from now on she'd be known as the girl with the great earlobes.
I need to find something to wear to this thing Saturday night where I could wear this.
Why?
Because I have the biggest earlobes in the universe.
Mom, you're just being dramatic. First of all, you don't have big earlobes, and now you're nitpicking.
Earlobe insecurity. At that level of wealth and fame, it's ridiculous and weirdly human at once.
Dr. Jason Diamond is a world-renowned surgeon who specializes in plastic surgery of the face. So I know he'll be able to help me with my earlobes and get everything kind of moved up to the right place.
But here's why it matters. Kris's total transparency is the exact opposite of her daughter's instinct, which makes everything the daughters denied look so much worse.
It's really all about the best that you make out of your opportunities that are given to you and that you're blessed with.
Hi, gorgeous.
She's like totally out of it.
She looks gorgeous.
Take Khloe. Her face changed so dramatically between 2018 and 2021 that the internet could not stop talking about it. In 2018, she denied a nose job. She said in an Instagram comment that her slimmer nose was just great contouring. Then later, she sat down with Andy Cohen and admitted it. A rhinoplasty. Done, she said, out of insecurity from years of viewers calling her the fat sister.
Well, for me, everyone says, oh my gosh, she's had her 3rd face transplant, but I've had 1 nose job, Dr. Raj Kanodia, and everyone gets so upset, like, why don't I talk about it? No one's ever asked me. You're the first person in an interview that's ever asked me about my nose. I've done, sure, injections, not really Botox. I've responded horribly to Botox.
And it wasn't the first thing she'd taken back. She'd already confessed on the show Botched that she'd had facial fillers and hated them so much she had them removed, saying they made her look crazy. She'd gotten them, she said, around the time her ex-husband Lamar Odom nearly died of an overdose. Oh, and one of the most surreal images this show ever produced, Khloe lying down, getting cellulite lasered off her rear, while her sisters sat a few feet away eating pastries off a cart.
Well, I got you a dress. Well, I see like your ass is so huge. I just don't know if it'll fit your ass. Do I give it to Kylie or do I give it to you?
What do you think we're doing? We're trying to make it smaller.
Boring.
Is it good?
Stings like a mother.
Don't you think you'd lose a few pounds?
What?
Don't you think you should lose a few pounds?
I have a rock hard body. I'm just a bigger individual.
No, you are a bigger individual, but you could lose a few pounds.
2 sisters down. Now the 2 who built entire empires on their faces, and the bodies they swore were real. Kim admits to Botox and to regular injectables across her whole face.
When we take a look at her right now, Kim has undergone a lot of changes. This is her back in 2006 on the one side, and this is her in 2015. And for those of you who say, geez, I think this is natural, I don't think so.
What are you doing?
I'm making an ice pack for my eye.
You're so dramatic.
Oh, I'm not so dramatic. You don't even know what this feels like. Seriously. Something's wrong. This isn't right.
The doctor did warn me about side effects from the Botox, but I am feeling like my eyes are on fire.
She denies a nose job. She denies butt implants. The things she has owned tend to be the lasers. She lasered the baby hairs off her own forehead and then publicly regretted it.
Change into a gown and get started in no time.
All right.
Laser number 1 coming in.
Laser 2.
Oh my god.
One more.
Ready for takeoff.
Plus laser work for stretch marks and skin tightening after her pregnancies. But the detail that really stops people is Kylie. After years of denying it, she eventually confirmed her breast augmentation with almost cheerful precision, 445 cubic centimeters. Silicone, half under the muscle, by the surgeon Garth Fisher, done in 2016, 6 months before her first pregnancy.
Yeah, I just feel like you're so grown up even though you're younger than you look.
Younger than I look.
How old are you? 17. What do you look like? 25.
25, you think?
Should I date your mom?
And now, she says she wishes she'd never done it at all. There's the pattern fully exposed. The two women who sold the most product, had the most work done, and admitted it last. And then there's the stuff that isn't even surgery. The stuff that sounds made up, but isn't. In 2013, Kim posted a selfie with her entire face covered in blood. That was the vampire facial. They draw your blood, spin it, and microneedle it back into your skin. She made it famous. She also later called it one of the most painful things she's ever done and said she wouldn't do it again.
Ow, that hurts so badly. Ow.
Then there's the salmon sperm facial. That is a real sentence. It's a Korean beauty treatment using DNA derived from salmon, and Kim has tried it for glow. Salmon sperm for glow. Add in the futuristic machines, the Softwave, the Morpheus, the laser she runs before bed as casual maintenance.
So what I'm gonna do is take this little vial and fill it with a special solution. I call it the golden cocktail because these little needles at the tip are gold plated, but they're so teeny that you don't really feel them.
And the real picture comes into focus. This is a full-time, 6-figure-a-year operation to maintain one face, sold to the public as, honestly, I just drink a lot of water, which raises the obvious question. If this is what it actually takes, then what really happened to the faces and bodies underneath? Put it side by side and look. Kim in 2007, next to that 2014 cover, next to today. Kylie before 2014, next to the King Kylie years, next to that 2026 Vanity Fair cover, her own fans said they barely recognized. Khloe's nose and jaw in 2009 against 2021. Kris walking through a decade of documented procedures.
We often forget what the Kardashians previously looked like before any surgical or non-surgical treatments. Their faces have changed so much in the last few years that we've become so used to seeing them this certain way. But remember, a lot of money has been spent to look like this. Young girls have become very impressionable and see this as obtainable, and the Kardashians have been a big driving force behind those seeking out these treatments both surgically and non-surgically as well.
Now, the fair caveat, because it matters. People age, weight changes, makeup and lighting and good photographers are powerful things. All true. But the family themselves have now confirmed enough, the facelift, the nose job, the implants, the fillers, that the old explanation that it was all just contour simply doesn't hold up anymore. And here is where this stops being gossip and turns into something genuinely dark, because millions of people didn't just watch these transformations happen. They tried to copy them. Meet Claire Leeson, a British woman who, after being bullied and told she looked like Kim, became convinced she wanted to be her. She spent over $30,000 chasing it and went deep into credit card debt to do it. Then there's the big one, Jennifer Pamplona, a former Versace model from Sao Paulo who started having surgery at 17, right as this family was becoming a household name. Over about 12 years, she had roughly 40 procedures to look like Kim. Fat injected into each cheek, ribs removed, implants, multiple nose jobs. She spent somewhere around $600,000. And then she realized she was addicted, caught, in her words, in a cycle where surgery equaled fame and money, and she'd lost control of all of it. So what did she do? This is the part that mirrors the entire con. She spent another $120,000 to reverse it, to look like herself again, and she's since warned people away from one of the fillers she used. After complications, she connects to the fact that she can no longer have children. Claire and Jennifer live to tell their stories. Not everyone who chased this silhouette was so fortunate. Her name was Christina Ashton Gorkani. Online, she went by Ashton G, and her followers called her Kim's twin. She'd built a real following on her resemblance and said she'd put at least $30,000 into procedures to look like the woman she idolized. In April 2023, she went to a hotel room near the San Francisco airport, where an unlicensed individual administered treatments to her physique. Things went wrong almost immediately, and she lost her life due to sudden, severe difficulties.
Detectives say a day after the silicone injection procedure, Gorkani began experiencing respiratory distress, and she died the next day. A San Mateo County jury today finding 53-year-old Vivian Alexandra Gomez guilty of involuntary manslaughter and practicing medicine without a license. Sentencing for Gomez will happen in May.
She was 34. In 2026, the individual who gave her those applications was held legally responsible for the tragedy. This wasn't new either. Years earlier, when Kylie's lips first took over the world, teenagers started something they called the Kylie Jenner Challenge, imitating specific viral trends online to alter their look entirely, straining and changing themselves to chase a look she'd quietly bought with a stylist.
I also bruised my lips by doing the Kylie Jenner lip challenge.
I'm not going to lecture you. I'm just going to let it sit. This family sells the aspiration. And somewhere far away from the cameras, somebody else pays the ultimate price. And the cruelest part of all of it? The exact physique these women were risking everything for is tied to the single most hazardous cosmetic choice on the planet. That hourglass shape, the slim waist, the dramatic curves, is most often built through an approach called the famous volume style, the look, and it carries the highest rate of severe difficulties of any cosmetic trend there is. Some estimates put it as high as one tragic outcome in every 3,000 applications. This isn't fringe data. In South Florida alone, 25 lives were lost from style-related pressures between 2010 and 2022, and 2021 was the most severe year on record.
I don't get it. I literally don't look like this. It's like just the scrutiny that we get all the time. We try to avoid that.
And public health researchers have pointed directly at influencers like Kylie Jenner promoting that physique to millions as a driver of the demand. Now, to be fair, nobody's saying the Kardashians performed the design. They didn't hold the pencil, but they built the aspiration. They monetized it for over a decade, and the waiting rooms filled up. So here's what makes this the real downfall. The exact look they spent 10 years selling you, they're now quietly selling you its undo button. The pendulum has swung and hard. Experts are now reporting a wave of clients walking in asking to reduce or reverse their looks, citing a brand new social pressure to be smaller and leaner. And those experts notice something almost poetic. The very same forces that made the style popular are now driving people to undo it. And who led that pivot? The same family. The curvy era quietly gave way to the leaner, modern era silhouette, and they adapted to it as smoothly as they've adapted to every shifting standard before it. The evidence of the retreat is everywhere now. Dissolved lip styles, smaller profiles, natural rebrands, tearful regret confessions on the show, and that $48 face wrap. That's the last gasp of the old con selling a post-treatment styling tool as a lifestyle secret. Except this time, the audience that used to buy every word just wrote the top comment instead. So even when we're resting, we're not allowed to just be ourselves, which leaves exactly one question. When a family spends 15 years selling a lie about their own bodies, what is left when everyone can finally see it? The con didn't collapse because of one scandal. It collapsed because the internet got educated. We learned what styles actually look like. We learned what a look really costs, in money and in lives. We learned what a post-care jaw strap is. And the second everyone could see the machinery, good genes and hard work stopped selling. So here's the real legacy. It was never a beauty standard. It was a generation that spent a decade, and sometimes a fortune, and in the rarest, worst cases their very lives, chasing bodies that weren't real, sold by people who swore those bodies were. Some got their money back, one family never got their daughter back. And now the standard itself is being completely reversed, which might be the clearest verdict that's ever existed. Go back to where we started. A $48 mask. The comments switched off. They are still selling you the secret. The only difference is that in 2026, we finally understand there was never a secret at all. Just a stylist, a formula, and a very good PR team. The trick only ever worked in the dark, and the lights just came on. So that's the con this family will never explain on a magazine cover. If you made it to the end, like the video, subscribe if you're new, and hit the bell so the next deep dive finds you. And tell me in the comments, who do you want exposed next? The full downfall playlist is right here. I'll see you in the next one.